grandpa died. It was it was crazy. You just wouldn't believe it. But just seeing, my grandpa, he was a deacon. His dad was a minister. His brother was a minister. My uncle was a minister. And under all of that, I was raised seeing that a lot of people was married and had kids outside of that marriage, and half of them knew about it, and they were still living that lifestyle. So it do come, it go both ways. You can be married and living wicked, and the wives and stuff know about it, and they just stayed there because that was all they knew. All they knew about, was to be the good wife and deal with that. And the kids grew up seeing it, and then it just continued on through generations. Excuse me, I'm putting this card up, making it noise. And then I seen on the video yesterday where this little 75-year-old lady goes into the store, and I guess she went out on some kind of rage because of her order, and the kids, 20 years and younger, beat her up, and she died. We are just living in such an evil time. It's just, it's crazy. And then a friend of mine, wait a minute, a friend of mine that I grew up with, she ain't a friend of mine, I just grew up with her, knew her, we the same age. Her son had this girl, outside of marriage and having unmarried sex. She got this girl pregnant. And they've been fighting for like over the child was 4 for the whole time that the child been born, they have been fighting back and forth, going back and forth. Crazy. It's been crazy. And then last Tuesday, I guess it's been wound up for so many years. A bunch of them was to his mom's house because he was there. Shot the dog. He on her after he shot her the first time, and put 17 more bullets in her. And her funeral is going on, I guess today they're going to have it. It's just so wicked that how living out here in this sinful life style, like Hosea 4:6, says we are such a destroyer. It's because nobody's teaching us when you beat yourself all your life and
And
you
is she in
want
the matrix for
pure, the
y'all?
preachers so now
Yeah, she
bring
in the
up.
matrix. Hey, Sister Noemi, you can hear us?
Yes,
Yeah.
can you hear
No,
me?
you in the matrix, sis. I know one of the mods want to speak about what you was just saying, but I was distracted because she sound just like the sister from Different World. That was
I was gonna ask her like where she was from because the accent.
Sorry,
Bruh,
can you hear now?
she
You
sounds
know.
just like sis. You ever seen A Different World? You ever seen that show?
Yeah, I was raised up
Yeah,
on
you know you sound just like that sister. What's her name?
Whitley.
it.
Is that her name? Whitley?
Yeah, I am from Virginia.
Yeah, you sound just
It's a
like that
country
sister.
little place in Virginia. Yep.
All right, I'll mute my mic.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know where y'all last heard, what y'all last heard, but yeah, we are living in such a evil times, and nobody's never taught us no kind of correction of how women should supposed to live, and you see the examples of it growing up, and it was just as wicked as everything too. So it's just crazy. And as I was saying, like Hosea 4:6 say, we are a destroyed nation, and we really are.
Hey sis, could you go back to that story you was telling us about with the 17 shots again? You was in the matrix from right there. I want to hear that story one more time. We couldn't really hear it. She got a phone call. But yeah, what she was saying is heavy because a lot like I had the privilege of seeing my great grandparents married. My grandparents being married, I was able to see a couple generations above me. And the issue is that yeah, they was married, but they wasn't married according to the scriptures. The grandma was running the household. The grandpa was in subjection to the grandma. Everybody came to see Big Mama. Big Mama came. You get to bring your kids to Big Mama, and Big Mama gives the step of approval. It wasn't filtered through the man like how the scriptures talks about, and that's pretty much what Naomi was going into. That was just heavy because that is perpetuated in our communities. That's literally all we see. Women running the household in the black community, women running the household in the Hispanic community, right? And that's the issue. That's the issue. That's against God.
Hey, the moderator said,
Yeah, I think everybody's busy, King. Um, I can't hold. I could
yeah,
speak.
I understand. I was just asking a question. That's all. Just understand. Go ahead. Go, I mean, keep going. I'm just.
Yeah, I can't hold it, but I'm gonna get
No, you
interrupted.
good. You
But
good.
read that in Matthew 24. I think it's
What you want to say?
is it 13 or so with the love of many.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound,
Because what shall abound?
and because iniquity shall abound.
Because iniquity shall abound. That's the sickness. That's the sickness that's plaguing our people. That it needs to be remedied. And the scriptures let us know the ultimate remedy for that is the word of God. That's what we need. That's the importance of these platforms. That's the importance of what we do every day in the various corners in the communities in the cities where we reside. That's the importance of it. That's what you're seeing over time. That iniquity is growing, it's growing, it's growing. Like any sickness that's left unchecked, it's going to destroy you. It's going to destroy you from the inside out, and that's exactly what's happening. It's exactly what's happening. We're going at each other's necks, and it's from the young women even to the elderly one. I saw the post that the sister was talking about earlier about the elderly woman. Now I will say this, uh, from what I saw, you need help finding something. We don't really have much. We have some in the cooler here on the side. Um, so from what I saw, that it was an elderly black woman, and I believe it was the other nations that put her to death in that coffee shop. Right? If it wasn't a coffee shop, it was a restaurant. Can't remember what the name of the place was called. Um, but I will say this, the knowledge of the Lord would have definitely helped in that situation. Would have definitely helped. Um, you know, using wisdom, not being argumentative, as we know the black woman is. I'm not at my phone, so I hear somebody, but I don't know who it is.
Hey,
Naomi.
Naomi,
Yeah.
mute your mic, sis.
Oh, wait. I mean, I guess you can. You remember what the restaurant was where it happened, sis? Oh,
I think it was something like it was a coffee shop.
yeah. I think that's what it looked like. I can't remember
Harry
the name.
Henry Harry. I gotta look and see, and I get back.
Yeah, but I saw it. But uh, just I'm bringing it up as the last thing I heard you mention, and that is sad. But outside of that, we'll deal that same way. That situation is an example of the other nations, but we'll deal that same way with each other, with our own elderly people. There's numerous videos, that I've personally seen online. I'm sure a lot of y'all can attest to it as well. Even recently, where it's grandmothers, and it's either young black girls or even you know of an adult age black women going at the elderly grandmothers, arguing, throwing stuff, going to blows, being disrespectful. Y'all know what I'm talking about? All of these things, is because these spirits being left unchecked. This sin, it spreads. It spreads, and now the parents, the elderly, being dishonored, being disrespected, uh, all kinds of physical violence. All these things are happening, and the scriptures prophesied it. As time goes on and sin is abounding, we're going to see more and more and more evil. And I mean, we can. There's so many different examples. There's numerous examples that we can go to. But today we talk about the black woman. Um, Read Isaiah 1. Isaiah 1, I think it's verse, I don't know. We're talking about the sickness being left unchecked. Read, I'm not looking at it. Start like maybe at 3.
Sir, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, and verse about the sickness.
Just read verse 3. I don't know. I'm not looking at it, bro.
Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
Right. So when we're looking at this, the children of Israel, they don't know who they are. They've lost their heritage. They've lost the way that they're supposed to be carrying themselves, the way how a righteous, upstanding Israelite woman is supposed to be operating. They don't know that, nor do they consider it. They're okay with being Christians and following that Christian ideology and all of those things that they teach. And what we're speaking about, these are Christian households. These are Christian households. Crosses on the wall, Sunday church, all of these things. Granny probably known in that Baptist church. And what and that it's those same kids that are grown up in that Christian lifestyle. All they know is that sinful, unchecked, disrespectful, undisciplined behavior. And then as time goes on, not knowing who they are, not knowing how they're supposed to operate, that information not being taught to the kids, what happens? They get older, they bring forth kids. You think it's going to get any better? With no knowledge, with no understanding, with no guidance, not going to get any better. Those same misguided, uneducated uh, children that are lacking knowledge, they're going to bring forth children that they're not going to teach that information to because they don't have it. You think it's going to get any better? No, it's going to get worse. Keep reading.
Verse 4. Ah, sinful nation,
Or what?
sinful nation.
We're a sinful nation. And us not, and I was kind of talking about this yesterday when we were talking about the importance of our biblical identity. Knowing who you are, knowing the laws of God, how we're supposed to be operating is very important. We read in verse 3 how the children of Israel, they've lost that. And what are we?
Ah, sinful nation,
We're a sinful nation. Read.
a people laden with iniquity.
Laden. Laden with iniquity. I don't know if y'all ever laden anything. You ever look at construction and they're trying to put on cement, or they're trying to build brick walls and they scrape up a good, I don't know what to call it, glob of it, and they throw it on the brick for the, yeah. That's our people, just laden. We're the brick, and then the sin is that cement. And that glob that was thrown on the brick, that's us, laden with iniquity. Keep reading.
A seed of evildoers,
What?
a seed of evildoers.
That's our children. That's the young black women out here today. The young Hispanic women that we see out here today. Keep reading.
Children that are corrupters.
Hmm.
They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
And you think in that anger, the Lord is going to allow things to work out in our benefit, things to be good, things to be better for us, even in the midst of all of this violence, this evil that we're seeing, the abortions. I think I heard earlier somebody was talking about the women calling their brothers, like all these things, the way that we and how we deal, rather than trying to navigate the situation in a right and upstanding way. You know what calling them brothers was for. It was for violence. It was for more evil on top of the evil that was already happening. So read that part again.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
And in the Lord's anger, we're caught up in the results of it today, from the YNs, the gangs, and all of these things with these single parent households that are bringing forth these monsters, these mothers that are bringing forth monsters. All of this is a result of the Lord's anger. Keep reading.
They are gone away backward.
Hmm.
Why should we be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more.
And you know what? In all of the evil that we're seeing, all of the stuff that we're talking about, our people see it. Our people see it. They're not blind to it. You think it's causing anybody to really change for real, to truly seek to keeping the commandments? Nah, they just be doing more evil on top of the evil. Keep reading.
Ye will revolt more and more.
Hmm.
The whole head is sick.
The whole head is what?
The whole head is sick.
That's what I stated earlier. It's a sickness. It's a sickness that's left unchecked. And over time, that sickness, it gets worse. It gets worse, and it gets worse, building to the prophecy that we see in Matthew 24. Keep reading.
And the whole heart is faint,
Hmm.
from the sole of the foot even unto the head. There is no soundness in it.
That's our people. That's our people. No structure. Spirit of Christ is not there. Nothing to keep us stable. Nothing to keep us together. So what you think gonna happen? We're gonna see all of this evil, and we're talking about the black woman, y'all. We talking about Eve. We talking about Jezebel. These we have biblical examples of those spirits. Now, if those spirits, think about it. Think about if if Jezebel wasn't cast down and trodden. I don't know if we got anybody on stage, Rita. I'm probably like 50 feet away from my phone, so you have
Yes,
to help
sir.
me if there's like a pink ticket on stage.
Yes, sir.
Um, but think about if Jezebel was left unchecked, there'd be more death, more murder, more evil. Think about it.
We got a
Hey, Shalom.
Abaya.
Okay.
Hmm. Go ahead. Oh, go
We
ahead.
got sis, I think it's Andre. Andre?
Damn, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on one second, y'all. Damn.
Sir.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Hey, Shalom, sis. Most on Christ bless.
It's Andrea.
Andre, got you. All praises.
Okay, and the topic is back to basics. How do we fix black women's reputation? I
It's,
think it's
it's just your mic a little muffled. If you can speak into it a little clearer.
okay. Is that better?
Still a bit low. I think I can hear you though.
Okay, I think it starts with
All right,
accountability from the
I'm
woman.
back. I'm sorry. Can you start over, sis? I just got this phone call.
I said Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
You super low, like the phone is under your leg.
I got an earpiece on. I'm trying to figure out if I take it off, which
Where'd
one
you
it is.
buy it? Did you buy it from Dollar General?
No, I didn't buy it from a Dollar General.
Well, you know what? I can hear you. So give it a shot. Let me hold on. Let me walk back to my phone. I'm gonna mute up. Go ahead, sis.
I said how we fix black women's reputation. I think it starts with accountability from the woman herself, as far as how she presents herself, how she carries herself, and who she choose to create with. Um, that's basically it. And then I have one scripture, which is Isaiah 3:12.
Okay, going back to what was being stated before. So women leading, bringing forth monsters, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. hmm Um. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we can read that. Hold on. I just got. Sorry, guys.
I
Yes, sir.
Christianity.
No, no, no. I got you, sis. I got you. That was it. That was it, right?
Yeah, Isaiah 3:12.
I was unable to hear that. One more time, sis.
Isaiah 3:12.
Yes, sir. Understood. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Right. I was just literally just making the same point a second ago. All right. So when we talk about all the evil that we're seeing, all of those examples that the brothers and sisters had brought out earlier, uh, we're getting a clue, or the Lord is helping us see, or how did we get here? What's one of the contributing factors to what we're seeing in our communities? Read that part one more time.
As for my people,
Uh-huh.
children are their oppressors.
Those YNs, those gangs, those monsters. I say it all the time. They're toting 9 millimeters and Glocks like they're toys, man. I can't. It's the video I saw a few years ago where they in the gymnasium and they on the bleachers. There's a bunch of kids in there. I think they're playing ball in the background, and the person with the camera is going to each of the young men that's on the bleachers, and they're young. They're probably like 13, 14, 9, and they're opening their coats and they're pulling out guns out of their coats and they're showing it off like how we used to show off Pokemon cards.
Mhm.
That's those are the young kids today, and they're oppressing us. They're oppressed. It's the evil that you see in the community, the people that you in fear of when you look over your shoulder. It's these same YNs, and where they come from. Read.
As for my people, children are their oppressors,
Uh huh.
and women rule over them.
Single black woman. The unlearned single black woman. Keep reading.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err,
Uh huh.
and destroy the way of thy paths.
Right. So again, going back to what I was stating before, this evil being left unchecked, and we have more. We have these unlearned single black mothers bringing forth children. You know, those monsters. Yeah, we talk about those young YNs and but shoot, the sisters as well. As a matter of fact, and on my timeline, I've been seeing quite recently a lot of violence stemming from the young black women as well. Fights, group fights, gang fights, stabbings, all kind of stuff, and it's women. I saw this one incident on social media not too long ago. I can't remember. I don't know if it was New Orleans. I can't remember where it was. It was at night though, on the strip, and it was a bunch of black women just fighting, just going at it. Cop walks up, used a bear mace. Just he don't even get too close. He just maced the whole crowd. They break up. They break apart for like a couple of seconds. They're blinded, covering their eyes, the mace all on them. And guess what they could, Rita, guess what they start doing? All, while the mace is on them. Guess what they start doing?
Damn, I can't even. They probably acting a fool. Just acting a fool.
They start fighting again.
Damn.
They already maced. They already maced. The bear mace is out. It already happened. Blinded. And they continue to fight. More mace gotta be sprayed. I'm telling y'all, man. That's our women. That's our women today. They need the word of God. That's what's going to heal them. Okay, look, Dave, I'm at my phone now. He posted it twice. Dave said he saw it. Okay, so you see that? Oh, y'all posting, okay, 4 women involved in stabbing a pregnant woman at work over a man. See that? Yeah. So it ain't just the young men. It ain't just the young men. It's the young women as well. It's the young women that are being born from these, like the sister said, the sleeping around, the fornication, all of these things. Them not being learned, not knowing how to be mothers, not knowing how to raise kids appropriately, of course, and not having the wisdom of the Lord. What you think gonna come from it? It's a recipe for disaster, and that's what we see in our communities. That goes back to what we were reading in Isaiah 3. Somebody has something? I'm sorry, I'm not at my phone. Oh, that
Nah,
might be.
I was gonna say, to
Oh,
your
yes, sir.
point, this just happened in my city. There was 500 people fighting, estimated at the beach. When you look at the video, it's mainly women pulling each other hair out, all manners of foolishness. 500 people. That just happened like 2 days ago.
Yes, 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 sir. Yeah, that's so that evil. Let's go back to Isaiah. Well, we're in Isaiah. I'm sorry. Let's go back 2 chapters. We were in Isaiah 1.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Start where it says the whole head again. Don't start at verse 3. Go back down where it was like
Yes.
where it said the whole head. What verse was that?
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
Why should ye be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more.
As the
The
Lord is judging,
whole head
and
is
hold
sick.
on, hold on, and as the Lord is judging the black woman, as the Lord is judging the black man, we just continue to do more and more evil. We just continue to do more. Oh, I got listen, y'all. I'll be part of my office in this truth is being on social media. I got examples. There's a woman. Actually, it was multiple. It was multiple. It was like three of them. I don't know if y'all saw this one. They're in wheelchairs. They're in wheelchairs and making a rap music video about I gotta remember where I'm at, y'all. About their WAP. And they twerking in their wheelchairs. Who saw that? Oh, I'm about to go back to my phone. Who saw that? They already afflicted. The Lord already jacking them up. Already jacked them up. They come together in a damn coalition making a damn rap video about how their vagina still. It's crazy. Okay, y'all son said he saw it. This is the stuff, y'all. No matter how the Lord afflict us. There was one that we played in a class here recently. A sister, she has no arms. She got no arms, y'all, and she's still finding a way to smoke marijuana with her feet. Who saw that one? I think I got some of these links in my Telegram. I might be able to post one here in a second. It's the evil that we see. No matter how much the Lord afflict them, they still find a way to do evil. Get that in I think it's in Isaiah, or is it Jeremiah? Wise to do evil. Give me that one.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Jeremiah.
That's our people. Unfortunately, and we're gonna get the solution. Well, we talking about some of the. Somebody help us. Look at all of this that we're talking about right now. These are facts. This ain't nothing that we making up. We could provide the proof, and these ain't one-off situations. These are not one-off situations. This is our people. What's the solution? Somebody help us. These are Christians. These are Christians doing this. Please, somebody raise your hand. We need some solutions. Like, how do we fix this? How do we come back from this? How are we gonna bounce back? How do we rebound as a nation? You got that verse?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
This, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish.
Mm.
They have not known me. They
That,
are
it,
sottish
that goes
children,
that goes back to
and
what we hold on. That goes back to what we started in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib. But the children of Israel, they don't know the Lord. They don't understand what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to be operating. The fact that the Lord is working and moving in this earth right now, judging their behind. I'm telling y'all, man, I blame Christianity heavily because they take that away from the Lord. They take that away from the Lord, so now the people's fear is attributed to the devil and not the Most High God. They say, "Oh, the devil did it." It's the devil did it. No, it's God jacking you up. It's God judging you. It's God trying to knock some sense into your head. But it's not enough because our people are wrapped up in these doctrines and they're attributing that fear to the devil. Is it going to cause anybody to repent? Is it going to cause anybody to come back to the Lord? No, because Christianity is in their ear in the middle of their affliction, telling them that their season is coming. Read that part again.
For my people is foolish.
Uh huh.
They have not known me.
They don't know the Lord.
They are sottish children.
Stupid, stupid, idiots, dumb. Yeah, yeah. You without the knowledge of the Lord. Yeah, that's what the Bible says. You get called that. You may feel offended. You should. There should be a level of shame knowing that you don't know the Lord, that you're operating following the white man and his doctrine, destroying yourself and your people and your children. Read.
And they have none understanding.
No understanding. It's not in the Christian church. It's not in these movements. That understanding is not there. These philosophies and the black women talking about we need metaphysics. Yeah, I remember that from the other night. That's not the solution. Keep reading.
They are wise to do evil.
You know what?
They are wise to do evil.
So the point why I went here, even in the Lord afflicting our people, you know what we're gonna find a way to do? We still gonna find a way to do the evil. Still gonna find a way to do the evil. So in the midst of the STDs, what happened? Oh damn! Oh, the white man gave me a way to mask it. So it's virtually undetectable. Back to the fornication. Back to the fornication. Oh, we got technology now. So the my charts, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and edit the my chart. We're gonna Photoshop the my chart so it look like I don't got no STDs. So it look like I'm clean. And I'm gonna show it to that man. And I'm gonna make it. And look, see, we clean. Let's go. Let's get it in. Not a stupid brother burning. Herpes, blue waffles, you got the itchy scratchies. Our people are gonna find a way to do the evil despite being judged. Go back.
There's a little more on that.
Oh, okay.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
And look at the lengths that we'll go to as a people to do evil, even in our foolishness. So some of the stuff that I stated a second ago may not be our past, but y'all know how far you went to do evil. I don't walk like 20 miles almost to do some evil. I know some of y'all like, what? This dude tripping. Yeah, yeah. Some of y'all done did the same or more. Brothers driving across state lines, hours to do some evil. That's how. But now when it comes to keeping the commandments, oh, it's so hard. It's impossible. No one can keep the commandments. It's 613 laws. All these excuses, all this pushback. But it's easy for you to do the evil though. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna figure some way out. So why you can't figure out a way to keep the commandments? Why you can't figure out to be an upstanding, righteous Israelite woman, black woman? Why is that so hard? Why is it so hard to just take the time and just find a husband instead of opening your legs to any man that give you a dinner or treat you right, or excuse me, treat you nice? I won't say right. Treat you nice consistently and taking you out on some dates for a couple of weeks. Now you opening your legs to him. These are the things that we do. We'll find a way to do the evil, but to do the good is so hard. It's so complicated. Read that part again.
Sir. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge of.
Mhm.
That's it on that.
Okay, let's go back.
Sir.
I mean, somebody come up. Please raise your hands. Give us a solution. I'm sure you seeing this with your people. I'm sure you seeing these
If I
issues.
may
I'm sure you.
address the topic, leadership.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go back to my phone.
Yeah, I believe Dan's next up.
think I got skipped.
What happened?
All right, hold
My
on.
bad,
We're gonna get.
sis.
All right, hold on. We're gonna get to everybody. Let me refresh. One second. Uh, so I do have. So hold on. Let me move
I'm
some
next.
stuff. Hold on. Just slow down. I wasn't here the whole time, so I'm gonna just go off what I have right here on my screen. Let me see. Hold on. Move you to the. Okay. Lizzie, you spoke already.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's do it like this. I have you up next, so we'll just go. We'll go down, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you. Shalom, most high in Christ bless. Um, this is a good topic. How do we fix black women reputation? It takes black women to fix black women's reputation. And I didn't, not that I didn't know how bad it was, because we see the state of sisters. And if it don't apply to you, let it fly. Because I heard somebody trying to, turn it about men instead of actually addressing the topic. But what I got out of that, like I just like there's a email that just went viral where this white woman was giving advice to other white women as far as how to get uh, our black men that are in sports. And women saw that and it was just like, oh, if the brother trying to go after the white woman, then let her. I'm sorry, I got a call. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. And so when that email went viral, it basically was just saying like, telling white women how to get black men that are going, going to be going to the athletic field. And when I read that, after I initially laughed, I really kind of like looked at that and examined that. And of course, the advice that she gave gave to the white women was accurate, as far as,
Most of it. Most
the,
of it. Most of it.
no, I'm not saying all of it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying all of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying as far as the behavior of as a woman to present yourself in a feminine way, um, caring about what you look like, caring about how you act, submitting to the man. But what I found funny is when she said to make so if there was a black man with a black woman to try to basically throw that sister off her game, to present her as being ghetto, as wanting to fight, like to and basically kind of instigate or set her up. And from that, what I got out of that was number one, I was glad that that went viral, all praises. But I think that sisters should have looked at that as you got to see the enemy's playbook. And not only did you get to see their playbook, we already have our own playbook, which is the Bible. And so the Bible's already telling us that we need to submit ourselves, we need to humble ourselves, we need to be those demure women. And we have the examples of our foremothers to look at. And then we have leadership that's teaching us as well. And then we have Titus 2 classes of sisters telling us as well. So we have those things, and we need to actually take heed to listen, but to see what your enemy is writing about you, that's the setup, bro. And our sisters need to. I'm one of those people, like when even in the world, and I haven't been in a lot of fights, physical fights, but I've been in fights where my enemy, because I recognize that that was my enemy, is trying to set me up. We've been in jobs where the other nations try to um, they say little passive aggressive, micro aggressive things to get you off your game, to get you to react a certain way, to get you to start acting a fool and going off. And, I'm going to keep it real. Dave Chappelle did skits about that, showing you, how keeping it real goes wrong. But that's what they do. They do things to get you to react a certain way. And what I'm trying to get my sisters to understand is when your enemy shows you their playbook, you need to not go into the playbook. The best fight I've ever had is when my enemy underestimates me. So we cannot react like they want you to react. You got to come a whole different way. So her saying that lets us already know is that there are sisters that they've done this to that have lost their man because that white woman did the little microaggressive things and you acted a fool and you lost your man because they said it, to make her appear to seem beneath, and this is how they play us. And we need to learn how to move smarter and not and let them underestimate you. Let them assume that you're gonna act a damn fool and come a whole different way. Because when you come a different way, they don't know how to react. When I'm at my job, I've had white people try to do stuff and get me to act a fool. And when I don't react like they want, they don't know what to do. I keep them dumbfounded. So I'm telling my sisters, keep your enemy dumbfounded. Stop reacting like they want you to react. Stop going out here half dressed. Stop going out here being ghetto and loud. Learn how to fight smarter. We got the playbook. Use the playbook. You got the prophets. Listen to the prophets. You got your sisters that have gone before. Listen to what they're saying. I mute my mic.
All praises. All praises. I need a second. I don't know if any moderators have anything. All praises. Hold on one second. All right. So now what you said, yeah, excellent. Yeah, unfortunately, the enemies are always gonna plot, right? They're always gonna plot because they're enemies. That's what they're gonna do. How the young folks say today that ops. They're always gonna plot. The thing about the plot that we saw is she was using the information in which we provided. The black woman wasn't ratchet because the white woman is triggering her. The black woman was ratchet, and the white woman noticed. You know what? No man likes that. Who gonna want a ratchet woman that's gonna fly off the handle, be all loudmouth, all up in your face? Nobody want that. Oh, this is their characteristic. Okay, we gonna use it against them. The black woman gave them the alley. How you give the enemy team the alley, y'all? That's crazy. I just thought about what I said a second ago. You gave y'all giving them the alley. You making it easy for them, like what the sister was saying. You making it easy. They're always going to be the ops. But what happened is they use what is the norm for the black with the ratchet ghetto unlearned black woman. That's just who they are. That's just how they act. They're gonna run their mouth. They're gonna be aggressive. You can't tell me nothing, and they're gonna fly off the handle. The white woman knows that. Note it down. Use it. Use it against them. But like you said, we got the playbook on how we're supposed to act. However, from observing the black woman's actions, they don't need to know about the right way because they see what already isn't working, so they're using it against us. Hey, read Judas 5. We'll go there. We'll go there. Start up some though. I'm sorry for the noise, y'all. I don't got a choice.
We'll start at verse 17.
Let me hear it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered,
Mhm.
because the God that hateth iniquities was with them. But when they departed from the way,
We're talking. These are other nations talking about how they can get a leg up over the children of Israel. This has always been their tactic. What the sister said has always been their tactic. Keep reading.
but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore.
So I went here because what I want y'all to realize is that the tactics in which that they're forming it off of things that they've already observed based off of our actions and the things that's transpired in our history. That's where they're framing their war tactic from. Oh, okay, when they do this, this happens. When they do that, that happens. So to what I'm saying a second ago, the ratchet, unlearned black woman, you've already showed your behind. They know, okay, this right here, this don't look good. This don't work for them. Let's use it against them. Let's use it. I know exactly how we can get to the black man, because no man is gonna want that. No man is gonna want disrespect. No man is gonna want a woman to be chest bumping them and trying to. I forgot who was talking about it the other day, how they're meeting you with that masculine energy. So as a man, it's gonna trigger a certain response. It's almost as if another man is in your face, not justifying anything that may come from it, but this is what nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So they see it and they use it against you the same way how they seen the response of the Lord towards the children of Israel when we're in the midst of iniquity. And they say, you know what, we're going to use it against them. Keep reading.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore,
Uh-huh.
and were led captive into a land that was not theirs. And their temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the
So
enemies.
that's it. That's fine. We don't gotta read all of this. So I went here to show again that they're always plotting against us, but they're gonna use what we provide. So now, like the sister said, it's a term. They've been saying it recently on social media. Never let them know your next move. She said, sure. They gonna think I'm gonna be the ratchet black unlearned woman, but they're gonna get thrown off when they realize like, wait, hold on, this one different. This one different. The thing is that we need to, as a nation, that needs to be get that in Deuteronomy now. As a nation, that's what needs to be the viewpoint. They don't need to have that initial viewpoint of this is a ratchet, unlearned black woman. They don't need to look at y'all like that. What they need to look at y'all as is read this. Is it is this, you know what I want, right? Wisdom
Yes,
understanding.
yes,
Is it six?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them,
Uh-huh.
for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations,
Read.
which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So you see that? Like the example that was posed a second ago. They see the evil and they examine and they plot and they move accordingly. But also when they see the good, they're gonna be like, wait, hold on. They got some understanding here. We can't go at them this way. We can't. This needs to be how our sisters this is what's being offered to you black women, to you Latin women, to you Native American. This is what's being offered to you right now via the word of God. That instead of that ratchet outlook that the world has for you already, the detestable outlook, you can operate in a way to where they don't have to look at you like that. Much like how, as something as simple as the women putting on a dress, a modest dress, even something just as simple as that, already the eyes are different, the approaches are different. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We need to change that viewpoint as a whole, as the nation, and that's why we have these topics. If we were moving that way, even if those text messages still came out the same, she wouldn't have a leg up against y'all black women, but she does because that's how y'all act. Y'all don't the black woman doesn't respect the black man in the marriage. That was another aspect of what she had spoke of as well. All of these things are provided in the scriptures, like the sister said. Y'all got a playbook, but unfortunately, our women don't want it. They say that we got the devil on us. Oh. Anyway, I'll land there. I know there's quite a few people on stage, so appreciate you, sis. I'm gonna drop you so that we can. Hey, Shalom Kunta. I'm sorry, I'm back and forth between my phone. Appreciate you coming up, sis. Dan, I have you next.
Leadership and repentant Israelites, Most High in Christ bless. The topic, back to basics. How do we fix Black women's reputation? I would like to go back to an earlier conversation that was had where Star was on stage. And something happened in that conversation that disturbed me. On social media, there's no other platform than Clubhouse, in Clubhouse, or any other social media platform than upload God's laws and biblical smoke that has been more fair in discussing every aspect that is a hindrance and that is bothering us as a nation and the world at large today. No other platform on social media, you can look it up, you can search high and low. No other platform goes into detail and discusses both sides of the coin, including the edge of the coin. And when the speaker went up, she first was inquiring whether A1 was on stage. And when he wasn't, she said she wanted to speak to A1 and A1 only. She left, came back. And when A1 was on stage, she came back and she proceeded to push a narrative that the men or the topics that the men on stage primarily push is against the women and it's derogatory towards the woman. And I was greatly disturbed at that because we have a lot of men in the green who are excellent scholars and who do a very damn good job daily pushing the truth precept upon precept daily. And I found it disturbing that that caller wanted A1 to change the narrative as to how topics are being discussed and chosen. And it spoke directly towards the topic, today's topic. How do we fix Black women's reputation? Now, it went in, the caller went into the Section 8 scenario, and it took Detroit and Shonuff to bring real life scenarios as to why it is a major problem and why it has hindered the woman and the Black family and the man as a whole. And she agreed to all the points that the two scholars brought up, but was still pushing the agenda that we are bashing women. The Bible is clear, and our leadership has been clear as to where the problem started, where the problem sits, and where it is going to continue. The Bible is clear. It started in the garden with Eve. It proceeded throughout history, and that is documented in the scriptures. And we see it happening today in our society. Now, the caller didn't pull statistics. The caller went on to give personal opinions. When we have statistics that can show you the damage that Section 8 has done to the family, and it was premeditated, and it was primarily done by the woman, the Black woman. Now, I want to stray a little bit away from that. In the latest news coming out of Toronto, or somewhere out of Canada, a 75-year-old Black woman was in a fight in Tim Hortons with a manager, and she died. She died from a heart attack. Why? Her order was incorrect, and instead of being a mature woman and dealing with it in a diplomatic manner, she proceeds to argue and throw the first punch at a manager in a coffee shop. She had a pacemaker in, and in her zest to fight a manager for what she thought was her rights, she had a heart attack and died. And this just goes back to the same topic. How do we fix the reputation of the Black woman? And it goes back to accountability. Now, Leadership has been very clear. Shonuff brought it out. Detroit brought it out, and Uzziah brought it out. Caleb talked about it. Every time we have a conversation that deals with the Black woman, it, it is the Black woman who comes up and says, "What about the man?" But yet, when we're discussing the men and when we're pulling the men's socks up, you never hear the men complain, and you never hear the woman say, "Hey, take it easy on the Black man, leave him alone." But anytime the woman is required to be accountable, problems. And that conversation that was had this morning with Star, I find very disturbing because she didn't want to have the dialogue with any of the other moderators. She wanted to go directly to A1. So A1, with his authority, could change the narrative of how things are done on this platform. And I just wanted to speak on it. I wanted to bring it to light and show it up. And I think that was an evil, evil act. And I want our sisters to understand. Yes, she made some very good, valid points about the deadbeat men, but Detroit and Shonuff pointed out that it's the same pool of deadbeat men that are going around impregnating these women who are already on Section 8. The answer to the question is for us to be accountable. And the only thing that holds us accountable are the laws, statutes, and commandments that IUIC, only IUIC, is teaching. And I'm very angry. And I was supposed to have spoken a long time ago, but other people went before me, and it gave me some time to cool. Because I find what was done this morning was disingenuous, and it was a disrespect to all the leadership that put in their work day in and day out while driving trucks, while having to be on the road and drive for themselves and other drivers. Men are able to pull scriptures from their hip, and it's a disrespect to have a caller come on this line and trying to change the narrative that are trying to fix this nation. Because without our women, we cannot go anywhere. The women are the nurturers in the family. The man teaches the woman, God, Christ, Christ teaches the man teaches the woman, and the woman teaches the child. She spends more time with the children than the man does. He's out there burning the bricks to bring the bread home. The woman is the nurturer. From the womb to the breast, to the school, to making the sandwiches, to tucking them in at night at, at bedtime, she is the nurturer. And if she is not in order, and if she does not accept the accountability that God has called out, then we cannot fix our nation and we cannot go home. I mute my mic.
Hey, all praises. I wasn't here, so I can't necessarily speak to it. Um, and it happened a while back, so I won't really speak to it. But you based off of what you observed, you voiced. I'll say this, because I see people in the chat saying that what you said happened. Um, Somebody did come to mind that used to come on stage and do something similar. I can't remember his name. It was a brother. Oh, Leon, Lion Leon, Lion Leon, and he would come on stage and he would do something similar. Um, and I do agree. I do agree that's disrespectful. But again, I wasn't here, so I don't really want to spend time speaking to it, and I kind of don't want to go back to that. Um, so, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if any mods want to speak to it. I will say this, and it's like you said it. We say it all the time. It doesn't necessarily need to be said, but we speak on both sides. Even a second ago when I was speaking about the black woman, it was hard. It was kind of hard for me not to bring up the man. It was actually kind of hard. Like I had to, you know, find different ways to route it back to her. Because we do have to speak about both, and we do speak about both. I believe that when we have conversations like these and some of the other ones that we have, where the idea behind it is to spark dialogue and to hear people's thoughts and opinions, you're going to hear that. You're going to hear people's thoughts and opinions, even from those that you know, claim to believe and things of that nature. You're going to hear that. So, and the truth is hard to hear. The truth is hard to hear. So sometimes people may fight against it, or they may just come with their opinion. So I just so I could hear how upset you were about what happened, and like I said, I wasn't here, so I don't really want to speak to that. But you voiced your opinion as she did hers. So um, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Uzziah, A1 spoke to it too, and yeah, there were certain elements of what the sister stated that there was validity behind it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, remember too, brothers. We deal in equity too, so not everything the sister said was completely wrong. She did have some good points, so I'll leave it at that, though. Yeah, man.
All right, all praises. We appreciate you, Dan. What's next? Sorry, my head's in this cooler. Big, did you speak? Did you speak to the topic? All right. Obadiah, huh?
Excuse me. Shalom. I spoke earlier.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I spoke behind Stone. I spoke already. I appreciate it. Shalom.
All right, yes, sir. Sure, sure. All right. Yeah, I heard Obadiah. That New York accent, man, it's kind of hard to ignore.
Yes, sir.
Shalom, bro. Yeah, you good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm good. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I spoke earlier. I don't know if you heard what I was saying earlier.
Nah, I came in. I came in while you were speaking, so I did hear. I heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I basically I just was just saying that one side of me in terms of the black woman's reputation, has me just like there's no coming back. But then there's the other side, I try to stay in the
Yeah.
spirit and say, there's obviously, you got the most high's word in the law. So this is evident. And obviously you're not dealing with emotions, ways for her to repent. Evidently, we're all in that process. But, you know, I gave some examples, like three examples that happened recently in regards to,
Oh,
the
I'm
black
sorry. I'm
woman.
sorry. I'm sorry, Obadiah. I'm sorry. You brought it back to my mind. I did. So, who spoke on it? Dan. Damn, I already moved into the audience, but it's okay. If I'm not mistaken, the manager pushed the old lady first. Not. She was wrong. She went in there with that level of aggression, which wasn't necessary. But the manager pushed her. The Edomite. I think it was the Edomite when I saw pushed her. So I want to say that. But yeah. All right, Obadiah. Yeah, I don't want to take up some of the other people's time. But all praises, yes, sir. Avaya, Avaya, you there?
Shalom. Most High Christ bless. I'm sorry about that.
No, you good.
Let me turn my phone down. Most of the points that I was going to say were already discussed, but I agree with you. Christianity.
Say it again, sis. You can say it
Christi.
again.
Okay. Well, I believe it stemmed from Christianity because when our parents was going, now I went to church 4 times a week, right? During school time, everything. So we would get home like 11 p.m. and I'm reading. I had a early way of comprehending things, even reading words. And so I'm looking at the Bible and I'm looking at the people. And I'm saying to myself, this is not matching up. These people are not behaving, like the scriptures they was going to. I was like, this is not, something is wrong. So I was trying to tell my mother, I said, we really don't need to go to church no more. And I started praying. I don't know who I was. I don't guess I was praying to the right God because we stopped going to church because I felt it was just a waste of time. And why I'm saying is the parents, because growing up, my parents told me I could have a boyfriend. They told me that. As long as they knew who he was and his parents and all that, I could have a boyfriend. I'm like, I can have a boyfriend. They never, promoted marriage. And when I did get a marriage proposal, I was scared to death because of my parents, the life that they lived. They was fighting like animals, fighting each other. I had to leave home just to get away from the trauma. So when the gentleman asked me to marry him at 19 years old, I was frantic. I said, if this is marriage, I don't want the marriage. If he gonna be beating on me. So with that abuse and the mental abuse, what you see growing up, that's what parents need to realize. How you carry your household, it affect your children very much so. From young to adolescent to even being an adult, it affect them. What you do in your household, when they see how y'all treat each other, all that affect a child. It does. It really does. It take an effect because it took effect on me that when marriage came, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. So there's a lot of the parents, and the only person that told me to get married was my father. My father told me to get married. You know, he said, "Daughter, you need to get married." And I was like, "Okay." I was one of them a child that if my parents told me to do something, I'm not saying I was perfect, but most of the time my parents told me to do something, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna listen to my parents because I read it in the Bible." You know, obey your parents. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna obey them whenever they tell me to say." If they would have told me, "Look, daughter, make sure you get married," I would have went that route. No doubt. But they told me that I could have a boyfriend. I'm like, I can have a boyfriend? What kind of, you know? So the Christianity church and stuff like that, and like we don't consider our people as a whole. We don't think, we don't think about where I come from. Who am I? You know, you see all these other nations in the world, and we never say, well, they speak in different languages. They got accents. Why they got an accent? Why they got a different language? Who am I? Where do I fit into all of this? And that's where my mind was at 13 years old. I wanted to know who I was. I found out in my mind and looking around that I can say I'm not an African, but they black like me. So I'm like, I gotta find out where I belong. I really wanted to know. So like 18 years old, I found out that I was Israelite. And from then on, I didn't go under my mother's teaching. I went, from the Bible from there because I learned differently, part of the truth. So it's that Christianity church. That's where it stemmed. Slavery
Mhm.
to Christianity. The doctrine was given to us. And it's weaved in us. Like anybody that sew. If you sew something on a sewing machine, you got to take time to take that thread loose. You
Mhm.
can't pull it loose. It's going to take you time to unweave what you have sewn. So that's how Christianity is so weaved and sewn into us that we just destroy ourselves and our families. And it is very sad. It is very sad, and I will agree, the woman is wicked. Wicked Jezebel is always there somewhere in the crowd,
Right.
enticing other sisters to do wrong. It's there. Nobody can't say it ain't there. So it's the woman too. It's the woman, mostly the woman, always cause a problem, always want to get a word in here and there. So
Mhm.
that's all I have to say. I mute my mic, but I pray that we just turn to the Lord and repent and get on the right track. And pray that I endure until the end. And I pray for all the leadership to endure also every country, every state, every corner, every continent that we land on, that we take over, that God spirit just control everything that's going on, that the Most High just, coming to the people and they agree what's going on. And
All
I'm leaving
praises.
my mic with that. Thank you
All
for letting me
praises.
speak. Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Shalom, sis. All praises. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I will say this. I will say this because some households may say, "Hey, get married, get married, get married," but they don't teach how to go about it the right way. Um, so that's why we need the biblical understanding of proving, taking the time to get to know somebody, all these things that because my my parents, they pushed marriage, but they didn't teach me how to go about it. They didn't teach me how to go about finding somebody to actually be married to, the things to look out for, like all of those things. Those things weren't being taught. So I would just add that to what you said a second ago. They definitely need to be teaching marriage. They need to rebuke. I've said it on here numerous times. The Christian church, they need to rebuke the boyfriend and girlfriend. You see these things happening. Uh, the woman bringing the man to the church, introducing them to the pastor, things of that nature. These are things that we've seen in real life, seen in movies. Seen it. This is a known. Matter of fact, recently, what's her name again? Damn, I keep forgetting. She was with Krishan Rock. Krishan Rock. She went into I think it was the Potter's House Church, and she was dating this rapper. Forgot his name. I don't know, but they went in there with all white. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, and it was just allowed. That huh? Oh, they all up in the church, hugged up, right there. They walking in hand in hand, walking into the church. That should have been corrected. That should have been addressed. But what happens is the Christian church allows it to go on, and you know, what comes from it. Single parent households. These young girls end up thinking that they're doing the thing that's right, doing something that's okay. And they start to catch feelings for the brother, and they let them lay down with them. It's a recipe for what we see today. Read read First Timothy. I think it's 5:20. Just to that point. But yes, sis, I would just add that what you said was correct. They need to be teaching marriage. They don't need to be teaching girlfriend and boyfriend. They need to be correcting it. Um, and then with teaching marriage, they need to be teaching how to actually go about getting married, um, and have a bigger hand in that process. The parents, all of that shit. The same way we do it here. They need to implement processes just the same. Read that First Timothy 5:20.
This is the book of First Timothy, chapter 5 and verse 20. Them that sin rebuke before all,
Uh-huh.
that others also may fear.
You see that?
I,
So that's what those leaders, we're reading about things that a leader should be doing. A leader of the church should be rebuking the sin that they see. It should be correcting that behavior so that others that see it may fear. So when you have anybody for that matter doing these things, I have brought up a celebrity, but you have anybody for that matter doing these things, then the man of God allows it to go. And I call him a man of God because that's how the church members see him. That's what they call themselves, being a pastor of the Lord's people. He's allowing these things to continue. And what you think is going to happen? Everybody in the congregation is going to think it's okay. They're going to think it's okay. They're going to continue to do it. Oh yes, I see y'all in the chat now. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone. Yes, it wasn't Blueface. It was the girl that was with Blueface, Krishan Rock. But yes, yeah. Um, the other congregants, they see it, it's not corrected, but they're gonna think it's okay. So then what's gonna happen? They're gonna follow those steps. Well, I saw my auntie, she came in here with Uncle so and so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna call him, I'm gonna get the pastor's blessing. I'm gonna get the pastor's blessing. Yo, speaking of that, I'm sorry. That kind of brings back another video I saw where, and it may have been a skit. I think we spoke about this on here before, but it was a young girl. I can't remember her age. I know I think she might have been 18 or under 18, or maybe she was 18. I can't remember her age, but she was young. And she brings a 40-year-old man to the father to meet him, to introduce to the father or something like that, to go on a date. I don't know if y'all remember that. Like, how do you put your blessing on something like that? Like, how do you? I don't know. How people here I go talking about the man again. Y'all see how I couldn't stay too long on the. I'm sorry. Anyway, we appreciate you, sis. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Looking at my phone. Eli.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless, mighty prophets, and
Thank you.
everybody, brothers and sisters. Um, I was looking at this video the other day. I don't know if y'all seen it about this young girl. She was having a baby shower, and because the her baby's father didn't show up, she started taking birth control pills on video, and they telling her how
I
many she
saw it.
need to take. You saw
She
that?
was she was in like a light blue dress, like a
Yeah.
blue. Yeah, I saw. I didn't know. I saw it. I didn't know if it was legit. I didn't.
So
I
it's
saw it. But go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, so one thing, even though it's not legit or it may be legit, it reminds me of um like how the Bible in First Esdras 5:73 was talking about the devices and the popular persuasions and stuff like that. Um how we got these phones now, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the things that's really like influencing these young kids because now they got an audience to act a fool and be foolish, you know what I'm saying? More people is watching and they get out here and even the grown ups, they get out here and they want sympathy or they want some type of, they looking for attention, you know, Facebook. I don't have a Facebook page because I believe, you know what I'm saying, if you was my friend, you would have been my friend back in the day. Don't go searching for people that you've been seen in the past. You know what I'm saying? It's called feelings book. That's what I call it. People put their little feelings out there. It's just it's evil too. All everything seem like there's a lot of more evil information than it is good, and people in their feelings, you know what I'm saying, about whatever they done messed up in the past with, you know what I'm saying. Now they want to take it out on everybody else, and be mad. But also, I was thinking about um the story of Esther, when she had to get up there and speak to the king and save her people, because she was great, she was beautiful or whatever, and the king chose her, and she was able to save her people. Well, then I got to thinking like, damn, uh, I remember when Trump just had first got in office and Omarosa had won the little his show that one show, and then she got up in the office, you know what I'm saying, with Trump. But then, it was whatever debacle they done had and the way she showed herself, you know what I'm saying? She would have had all of Israel killed if that was back in the day. Omarosa. So I'm like, today's women ain't like it was back in the day. So a
Hey,
lot
the
of
Lord, the Lord, the Lord would have never chose a woman like that anyway. Would have never. Oh, damn. The Lord would have never had her be put in that position. But I get the point. I get the point that you're making. Go ahead.
yeah.
They had goofy women back then too. We always had.
Right.
That's why Paul was getting on them. And that time you had goofy women back there. Our women been evil for a long time, bro. And it
Man,
wasn't. It was nah. But you have some righteous women. Like they got some righteous women today. They're raising up. They're raising up. You got
for
Bishop
sure, for sure.
Nathaniel wife. You know what I'm saying? You got the wives of the bishop, the deacons and stuff. No, they got some. They got some sisters. They got some sisters out there, just like they had some sisters back then. You know, walking with Christ. in every captivity, in every period of time, they had some, you know, but they always had a lot. Majority of them was retarded.
Man,
Yeah,
man.
want to do their own thing. But I want to say something to you. You said earlier, a second ago, 1 Corinthians 7:31, because you said something, and I hear you. But I mean, this is first. Get that in Job 9:24. Get that first.
Sir, this is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
You see
He
that?
co-
Said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. They run everything, you know, right? They got the power to do anything they want, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. My bad, my bad. Y'all can hear me?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay. Yeah. So no, I feel what you're saying when you were saying about like all this evil. Facebook is evil and everything. Yeah. You know the app you on right now ain't no different from Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's evil as hell. It got all kind of evil frequency going through um this app we on Clubhouse. It's evil. All right. Um what else? All this technology, social media, all of it is evil. However, I want to show you something because I want somebody to understand. Read.
First Corinthians 7.
No. What you read? Keep Job. You was in Job. You didn't even finish it.
Yes, sir. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Hmm.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
See, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. You know, we them judges. You know, we them judges. All right, cover the face of Christ, God, the angels, us. Everybody think uh, God, angels, the disciples. They think they was white. They had the power to do that. You know, they use social media, they use TV, they use movies and whatever they have. They use it to push their agenda. So yes, it's evil as hell. You understand? So, but I want to tell you, go to First Corinthians.
This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 31.
Hmm?
And they that use this world
So
as
stop,
not
stop. That they that use this world, they that use this world. We all have to use it. We all got to be here. Every last one of us got to be here. We can't run away from this world. But what we can do is not a read. Keep reading.
and they that use this world as not abusing it.
Right. Don't fall victim to it. Now, if you can't, and the reason I'm saying this because our job is to fight. Our job is to fight. The best thing, what I do is push the videos. I push videos, content, because they, what they do, well, one thing Esau know how to do is, what you call that with the commercials and stuff? I forgot what it's called. Um, Damn.
I know what you're talking about. They put them
Come
negative
on, Uzziah.
commercials up
You know
there.
what it is I'm
You
talking about.
you talk about subliminal messages? That's what you talking about?
That, yes, you're right, subliminal, but what they do, advertisements, something like advertisement, not advertise,
It is.
uh,
Yeah.
they're not a pushing agenda, but I can't think of the word.
The
You know,
side,
marketing.
marketing. Yeah,
Marketing. Okay, yeah.
Hold on. Hello, can y'all hear me? Yeah. So yeah, marketing. That's what I'm talking about. Marketing. They know how to push agendas and market. You know what I'm saying? They know how to market, and this is what we have to do, brother. This is the fight. We have to push back because they got it's more of them than us. The whole nation is against the Israelites and the ones that sleep. They're against the ones that sleep and against us. So we gotta wake our brothers and sisters up. Just don't abuse it. Just don't abuse it. Let's not be weak and let's fight, man. You know, let's push this truth. You got classes. You got all kind of things you could be pushing. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Christmas come out, they push all. They start putting their stuff a whole month, 2 months ahead. They start putting stuff in the stores and stuff.
Hey King, I'm
Yeah.
sorry because now you talking about my field of work here. They pushed it back, but they were gonna do what's called summer ween here.
Mm,
They was gonna bring out the Halloween stuff in the middle of summer. So you hitting something. You on a point.
that's what I'm talking about. This is what this is what I'm talking about. So let's not speak in a way to where if you find a level of where you can do something to help the body, but if you, I can understand if you're weak, and I'm not talking to that. You know what I'm saying? But if you weak and you can't do Facebook or whatever, understand, stay off of Facebook. But if you a man, you strong, and you ain't worrying about none of that, look, push this truth, fight every day. But I understand if some people weak and they gotta sit on the sideline and just be like, no, bro, I'm a fall. Man, goddamn, I hate that talk right there. Let's just fight, y'all. I'm tired of just sitting back and allowing our lust to beat us up. Hey man, you look at Facebook, I'm gonna be fast, goddamn it. Do fast. Beat the demon. Y'all are gods, man. Let's go. Wake up. I'm
You
tired of
right, King. You right,
yes,
King.
thank you.
You
Thank you,
right.
bro. Let's go, bro. Let's just
You know
push it.
what?
Let's not let the Satan just overwhelm us.
You know,
Your brothers out here, we out here fighting, bro.
you right.
We out here pushing. We need everybody to help. Y'all need to just be pushing videos, pushing stuff every day down their throat.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Because that's what they do. They don't give a break. They don't have TV used to be on to noon, midnight. TV used to be on to midnight. It cut off. And they just start pushing it longer and longer. Now TV don't go off. They just want us to be entertained. Because they said we're gonna give them stupider and stupider. So we gotta fight, bro. You know, you go outside, you ain't gonna go to Walmart. Walmart is horrible to go in. It's horrible to go in that place.
Bruh, listen, listen. I know when summer break is right around the corner. I know exactly when it's right around the corner because everybody and their mother is coming in the store and they half naked
Nasty.
or completely naked. Like
So
it's
you gonna
bro,
quit your job? You gonna quit your job?
Completely naked.
I can't.
It's
You
crazy.
can't quit. I mean, come on. Let's go, man. Look, use the world, but don't abuse it, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, what, Mike?
You right, King. I mean, me, I'm a baby in the truth. I've been studying for a while, but still a baby in the truth. And I guess, I was fasting from it for a long time because I just got fed up with all you're right about the advertisement, you know what I'm saying? And me in my past, you know what I'm saying, trying to turn away from my lust and everything like that, I shut it all down. You know what I'm saying? Even Instagram, because as soon as I turn on Instagram, you got all these Instagram models coming on, and I can't look at all that. I'll be right back in the world, so I had to shut it down. But I'm building up myself, staying in the truth, and I needed that. I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So now I got a different way to look at it, and I'll consider jumping back on and going
Yeah,
hard,
just
with the
keep
truth.
building. Keep
Yes,
build
sir.
keep with keep building. What's best for your spirit. Do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was just trying to
Is
ignite
he
something.
is it congregating?
Yeah, I'm congregating.
You
I
how long you been congregating?
Right. So
How long
it's
you been congregating?
a month now.
Okay, okay, a month. All right, just build yourself up in the school.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like I can't wait to go to school. I can't wait to for the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Like so, But for
Just
sure,
remember what I told you, brother. As you growing, you in a fight now. As soon as you showed up to the school, that means you start the fight. That's all I'm saying. That first day
right.
you walk to the school, that's you saying, I'm ready to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the scriptures say when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. You can't. So you can't run from this world. It's here. I tell brothers, look, man, look, y'all went when we was in the world, we went hard. We didn't care. We went hard. So it is
Yeah,
what it is. It is what it is, bro. We went hard for the world.
man.
We ain't
Yeah,
make no excuses. If you wanted that booty, I don't care if it was in Florida and you in Georgia, you going. She was fine. Oh yeah, you going. Don't tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you wanted in this world, and you had the opportunity to get it, you went and got it. That's just the truth. And when it comes to this truth, it's like we make excuses, you know. So I just want you to remember that as you growing, things gonna come to stop you, you know. Damn, that's my. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm in my mic.
yes, sir. All praises. Yeah, I definitely got the message. Um, and I it's a lot. It's a lot that we deal with in the world. You know what I'm saying? As we grow and as we get older and as we have kids and we got to fight the woes and stuff of all of the crap that everybody got to put up with in this world, and you trying to raise kids in it at the same time, trying to stay busy and go to work and be a provider as a man, and walk in the right way, you know, and your God forbid, your child got to go to a public school, you know what I'm saying? Then they dealing with unrighteous parent children's children, you know what I'm saying? And getting messages from them and don't provide them with a phone at the early age, because they not really there yet if you're not in the truth. So you definitely got to build yourself up with that, because you're gonna come across all the everything the enemy has to set us apart from God, you know what I'm saying, get us far away so we can't build up our nation and get right, you know. I wanted to touch on that section 8 thing with I was thinking about that scripture Habakkuk 3 verse 4. I don't know if anybody a reader or if I'm allowed to have somebody read that so I could see if that's the understanding how they want to devour the poor.
What you? Oh, well, hold on. You said what now? What's the point you were
Oh,
making?
scripture how they want to devour the poor, how they want to like try to you know keep the keep the man out the house, give the women um benefits, you know what I'm saying, in order to keep the man out the house, you got to do this, you know what I'm saying, we're going to give you these benefits or whatever. So now, that the man can't even come in the house or be found in the house, you know what I'm saying, to raise his family or to take care of his family and protect his family. you know these are the things that they do, you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's a they grow up under these things thinking that okay, my auntie, you know what I'm saying? She got 4 kids. She getting WIC, welfare, and now all of a sudden, she got her baby daddies on paying because she had to get health care from the government, or she chose to get health care from the government and didn't really work with the father because it was the plan all along to be getting this free money so she could sit back. So when I get older, I'm gonna have a child and I'm gonna do it too. A lot of them think like that, you know what I'm saying? So when a man thinking that he about to get with somebody and it's about to work out and he gonna go hard for his family, all of a sudden they run down there and get wicked before you even get them on the insurance or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he paying child support and they come out and be like, damn, you put me on child support? No, I ain't put you on child support. I was just trying to get some health care or some assistance or something. Well, now I'm on child support because it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? So now it's looking bad. It's looking like, damn, my sister, my wife or girlfriend done set me up. You know what I'm saying? And that divides the family too. So it's a lot. It's a lot that go into what poor people have to deal with. Not necessarily poor, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of people come from that
Hey, Eli,
lower part of living. Yes, sir.
you know what I was thinking about too? How people be documenting their life and stuff like that. Uh, when I'm talking about like your experience coming into this truth, you can document that and put that out there. You know,
Yes, yes,
like
sir.
your beginning of your walk. Not to show everything, but you know, people
Well,
watching, people
okay, I'll be
watching it.
back at 12:30. I got this class here for an hour. All right, enjoy it.
What that was? All right. Anyway,
You're right. You're right, King.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn.
Documenting my walk, like all of that.
Yeah, yeah, but I was
Yeah.
gonna say something else. I was gonna say something else. That kind of messed me up right there. Yeah. So yeah, man, you can document that and push that out there and show because people watching, and they can see the change in you. You know, when you read Matthew 5 and 15, 14, 15, it said we are the light of the world. And people, get that real quick.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Ye are the lights of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
You see that? He said we are the light of the world. Come on.
A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Verse 15.
Is he going out? That's me. All right, hold on. Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
sir.
All right, come on, let's go.
Verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a
Right.
candle, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
So you see that? So that light is you keeping the commandments. That's that light in this dark world. You know what I'm saying? And they'll see your good works, and they will glorify your Father which is in heaven. You know how they gonna glorify?
By watching what I do and me being an example
And they do what?
to start following the commandments.
There's change. Change. They will change.
Yep, right. So I should start from like now and going through a document because I started something like that in the beginning when Facebook was first introduced or whatever like that. You know, it didn't go well because you know I didn't know like so many people was gonna like be negative like that, and I was like, oh, this negativity. We got family being negative. Like I'm just trying to, and it was private too, so I wasn't really dealing with the outside world. I'm like, hey, people I looked up to, you know, Saudi that, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a certain position, like it's crazy. So yeah,
Yeah,
I had to shut it down. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but that's all I got, y'all. Most High Christ bless. Appreciate y'all letting me speak. I'm gonna definitely take that into consideration, King, and start fighting, you know, and probably
Yeah.
jump back on
Well,
there for
I'm
sure.
saying, I'm just saying that. Uh, I'm just saying that. I'm saying that now, but just don't forget.
Yeah, my big thing, you know what I'm saying, is to be patient in the truth, trying to really get these precepts down, get and study more, you know what I'm saying, document more, and you know, I could definitely, you know, do some of that on the side, do some journaling on the side through Facebook about my walk, you know. So, you know, I keep it light, you know, and hopefully get built up like you mighty men and get out here and start teaching our people. That's my goal, you know. And being able to keep these Sabbath days and holy days and new moons and stuff. I ain't never did that. I definitely want to take part in that. And with me and my family. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Yeah. Shalom, my most high Christ bless family.
Yes, sir. Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, all praises. Um, yeah, man. These women can be evil, and they'll utilize what's at their fingertips to continue to do so. There was I just posted a video at the top. The brother had brought up child support, and I know this one that topic usually be a bit dicey. But before I even go to that one, he had also mentioned he had mentioned I think it was an abortion pill. I think that's what she had mentioned, something like that. I forgot how you stated it, but
But
it had. You said what?
it was the where the baby shower and
Yes, the baby shower. Yes, 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 yes.
right,
So
right.
that video may have been, we don't know. It could have been satire. Who knows? But there was a woman in Georgia that was arrested. Um, she did the incident took place like last year, but this year she had got arrested in one of the counties near where I reside, and she was arrested for taking pills to basically force an abortion. I never got the details why,
Bruh,
but
bruh,
um,
that's bruh. Women will stick a a hanger inside themselves to kill their baby, bro. Wait, that's the craziest thing ever.
yes, yes, sir.
It's insane, man.
She took two different kinds of pills. It was like oxycodone, and I forgot the other one. And she was like 24 weeks into her pregnancy. So whether that video was a skit or not, there's real world examples of it actually happening. And the woman got arrested. The baby died. She ended up still giving birth to the baby, but I think the baby only lived for like an hour. She had forced like an early labor and trying to get rid of the baby. So it's the evil that they do, man. Evil as hell. Um, and back to the point that you were making about the child support, I had also brought this video up in my mind that I saw on social media. I pinned it at the top. It's basically a woman saying that she's not gonna get married. She's done the numbers on how much child support that her state provides, and she's gonna max out how many baby daddies she can possibly have so she can get the most from the government in child support.
Yeah, that be the plan. They be planning that. That's crazy.
That's the evil. The links pinned to the top. A lot of the stuff I said today, I got links for. I just haven't had the opportunity to pin it, but. we got topics like these, man. This is the stuff. These are the things. What our women are doing. Evil as hell. You know. Granted, again, I know that child support topic. I don't know what the hell happened this morning. Y'all keep referring back to that conversation. I don't know what took place, but that topic usually always gets a little crazy. Child support,
And
food
women be
stamps.
bitter, man.
Yeah,
They don't see it, they don't look at it both ways. You know, they see, okay, I'm not getting taken care of, the brother, this, and that. They don't see the other side of how it's really trying to oppress the nation. It ain't. It's more than just that, and they don't see that part, and they don't care. That part don't matter. You know,
yep.
you just gotta, the red flag was there. He just had waves. Look at his waves, though, girl. Look at his waves. They spinning. They spinning. They spinning. So, but he's so nice to me. Yeah, he nice to you when you let him drive your car. So you saying I can't let my man that I love drive my car? I'm like, well, I mean, you can. Why he don't have his own car? He working on that. Okay,
Yep.
it's all nothing.
Real life examples. We laughing, but this stuff actually happens.
It
Real
happen every
conversation
day. It's happening
every
right
day.
now.
Right
I
now.
guarantee you, somebody in here that's getting sexed down by a bum,
Damn
and
it.
they mad at him. Like, why
This
you
is
mad at him for? You letting him do it?
oh man. That applies to any of y'all. Y'all gotta do better. I'm over there dropping shit.
Bro, I don't see how a lot of these men ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? I was always frightened to deal with women like at a time where, you know what I'm saying, early people having babies. I used to just watch people just saying, "Oh, I'm on child support. I gotta pay this." They can't get their life together because they owe all this money. I'm like, it's crazy. To this day, I only have one child. You know what I'm saying? Child support being paid day one. You know, me and the mother eventually didn't get along because she wanted to be young. She said, "Oh, I'm still young. I still want to party." All right, well, you go do that. You know, and I just been, taking care of my daughter and me, and now I'm married. And take care of my family, and yeah,
Look, look. It's the brother that I'll be talking about that I said he had the baby, he had his kid, and he still was paying child support. And he ended up getting arrested because they messed some paperwork up. Him and his girl, his baby mom, they got an agreement. You know, they got everything fixed up. Everything been good. He done moved on with his life, married, got other kids, everything good. Now she wants to get on assistance if she don't want to work a job. So guess what they about to do? They about to put him back on child support. So he ain't gonna get no credit for all the years he was paying child support and had his kid.
that's
That don't
crazy.
matter. He about to get put on child support. And she got other kids too. He gonna try and talk to her to work it out to where, to see if they can make it to where he don't get put on child support. But, it's crazy.
The judge gonna see it her way because she got other kids, so he gonna end up paying for all them kids.
It's a crazy circle we in, and a lot of those rules, the people who hold the keys to all this are white men that don't care about black men, are bitter women, and that's
Boom,
and that's what you're fighting against. It's not
boom.
like it's not like it's fair. I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad I don't have them issues. I ain't never had them issues. I ain't got no outside kids or nothing like that. Like the brother said, some people were scared. I'm from Baton Rouge. I was I was afraid of a lot of different things in Baton Rouge. You know, so I don't know how people still doing what they do, but whatever it is, what it is.
Man, frightening.
System is jacked up. I'll say that.
Hey, Eli, we appreciate you, bro. We're gonna move on. Hold on. Katora, let me refresh. Yeah, Katora, we got you up next. Go ahead, sis.
Shalom, leadership. Most High Christ bless you all. Um, Sister Star, was she up there first, or have you already talked to
You,
her?
you next. You next, Katora.
Yes, sir. I was just thinking, from listening to all the people and their speaking on the topic, how do we fix black women's reputation? Back to the basics. Um, the only thing is going back to the basics is the Bible. And although we've come a long way and generations have changed, we have to remember in Jeremiah, I was thinking about that scripture when I heard one of the brothers said that a woman shall compass a man. And I looked up the definition of compass, and one of the definitions was moral, morality. So they don't have any morals anymore. And I see a lot of videos on Instagram that show the sisters in the body in Israel, showing them how to be modest. But are they really looking? And it came to mind that they're even in the streets showing signs and everything how to be modest, what modesty is. And they really believe the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they act morally is the right way. And the first part of that scripture of Jeremiah is saying that the Lord was going to create something new in the earth. And that is new because that's only happened over the last 60 years. So, cause I am one of those. I didn't dress like the women dress today. I only dressed in pants. That was my issue. But, cause I was too offended to show all of me, if you know what I mean. I was too offended. But the women today haven't been taught to be offended when dressing like that. And I have one example to show the women something that came to mind. It's an incident that happened in Dallas that I was so good. I thought it would go across the country virally. And it was a dating event that the women and the men come to, when you spend 5 or 10 minutes with the person you want to meet, they hit the bell and then you go to the next person. But these women came, I mean, all of them came to the event, well, as many as could fit in the event. And the men didn't show up, none of them. There was not a man in sight. And I think that was bringing a very exclusive example that what the men are looking for is they're not looking for haughty, they're not looking for rambunctious, they're not looking for obscenity, they're not looking for those things. They're looking for morally modest women, women that will. I know you all, the women don't like the word submissive, but submissive also, that definition is what God ordained in that Bible.
So, sis,
for the
I'll
leadership.
say something, sis. Men in the
Sure.
world, they ain't looking at all. Like they're not looking for a submissive woman. They not looking. They don't have to look anymore. They done figured it out. Men don't have to look. Look, you could get on one of them dating sites as a man right now. And as long as you got a place to lay your head, a vehicle and a job, you good. You in and out every day. Uh nonstop. It's so many single women that's looking for somebody or that's trying to figure it out. You as a man, you don't have to work no more. You know why? I always ask the question, why would a man in the world get married? Like what reason? Especially right now, everything they see that's going on. Like what? Why would you get married? Like, does anybody have an answer to that? Like what incentive is it to get married? Women have basically said that they don't give three damns about what you think. You know, they don't care. They in charge. They the boss. They this. They that. They independent. Why would a man want to marry a woman? Like in the world, like could somebody answer that? What would be a reason that that would happen? I could
Hmm.
watch yourself, babe. No.
There's an old saying back in the day. Why would why would a man purchase the cow when he's getting the milk for free?
Let me get.
Do you know what that means? That's exactly what's happening. And that's what I'm saying. The moral compass of a woman is gone. It's like it doesn't exist. Even the single parents, they don't know how to be moral. So they don't teach their children how to be moral. I tried to teach mine, but they overlooked me because I was a single parent. I was a mom who their father said that he would marry me and he did not. So that did make me a bitter woman. And that's what's wrong with them. And they've come up with different schemes. But, I just wanted to say my 2 cents. And leadership, keep up the good work because you all are doing an excellent job. Excellent. All praises to the Most High. Most High in Christ bless.
I'll pray this. Yeah, sisters shouldn't be. The only sisters that probably have that could be bitter is ones that did everything the right way and it didn't work out good. Which, you know, if you're not in the truth, you definitely didn't do everything the right way. You weren't a virgin when you got together and got married, and you didn't do it the right way. Everybody you know, got their what's the word I'm looking for? Got their faults in the deal, and you just got to move on. You know, at the end of the day, you just got to move on and figure it out. Brothers that made bad decisions, you just gotta move on. You know, that's it.
Yes,
But
sir.
just sitting around being bitter about it, making everybody else's life bad because of the decisions that you made, it doesn't make any sense. Like you decided to go to do that, and now you got to live with it. Just move on. You know, it's like people that have like horrible credit and they just keep doing stuff to make it worse. It was like, oh, my credit bad already. Like, well, fix it. Well, fix it. How do I fix it? Start pay your bills. Call the creditor. Find out what you can do. You know, how can you fix it? You know, you borrowed the money. You need to pay the money back. You know, or make an agreement. Wait those years. Do what you got to do to fix your credit. You know, instead of just saying, "Oh, it's bad," and then now you 40 years old and you can't do nothing because every time you do, you got to pay $1,000 deposit on this or that. You can't buy this, you can't buy that. You know, you're trying to find a woman that got good credit, but you can't marry her because you don't want to link yours together. Living a weird life. Just fix your problems. Move on. You can't just keep, you know, Give me that Philippians 3.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 3, verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Right. You gotta let that stuff go and move. Like, that root of bitterness can keep you out of the kingdom. And that's the thing that people don't understand. That root of bitterness, that's a trait of the other nations. You know, that's it. It's gonna defile you. Matter of fact, give me that Hebrews 12. It's gonna defile you. Uh start at verse start at verse 12.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 12. Wherefore, lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees.
Right. The situation that you in, you gotta come up from that situation. Now, a lot of women, what they'll do is, and thinking they're coming up from this situation is, you know, being independent, doing what adults do, pay a bill, pay a car note, pay a house note or more or rent. And they'll be like, yeah, see, I done changed. It's like, nah, it ain't just physical, it's mental too, you know it's your mindset. You got to lift up that feeble mindset, that hang low, that bitterness that's inside you that make people not want to be around you. You know, um, and a lot of times women get the mindset it's like, well, dude's trying to get at me all the time. Dude's trying to have sex with you. And that's just all it is. A horny man, a hump a tree if you put a hole in it. Um, they don't care about you. They just want to get what you got and then move on. Keep reading.
And make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed.
Right. Your spirit is lame, right? Your mindset is lame, it's damaged. Your soul damage, your spirit damage, you damage goods. And guess what? And it says it's gonna be turned out of the way. You ain't gonna be able to follow God because you still got that badge of bitterness on you. And it's men that got bitterness on them too. you know, there's men that got that bitterness on them too. You hate your baby mom, so you hate all women. You hate your mom, so you hate all women. It go both ways. We see it more often in the women, but it go both ways. Keep reading.
But let it rather be healed.
But you gotta be healed. You gotta at some point, your opinion has to change. At some point, everything you look at can't be, well, the man this, the man this, the man that, the woman this, the woman this, the woman that. At some point, you have to look at yourself and say, I made very bad decisions, and I'm not gonna make those bad decisions my next go round. At some point, you got to say that. You have to say that I did wrong. That's what the whole thing of repentance come when you read First Kings 8. I have sinned, I have done perversely. You have to say you was wrong. Keep reading.
Verse 14. Follow peace with all men, and, and holiness without which no man shall see the Lord.
Right. You got to follow peace, holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. If you still bitter, you ain't gonna see the Lord. Keep reading.
Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness spring up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled.
Right. That's it. Like you looking for grace, for God's grace to save you. That's what you looking for. You looking for God's grace to save you. You looking for God to forgive you for all the evil that you did, the things that you did that's worthy of death. And that's some of y'all still doing. Some of y'all don't keep the Sabbath day. The Bible says you're supposed to die. Some of y'all in all kinds of idolatry, witchcraft. Brothers got tattoos of crosses on their body, tattoos of white Jesus on their body, all kinds of abominations. Sisters still wearing pants, abomination. I mean, you just got so much going on, and you want God to forgive you for all of that, right? But at the same time, you can't forgive your brother or your sister, Read verse 15 again.
Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you.
Right.
And
Root of bitterness spring up trouble you. Right. We talk about finances, and somebody have a finance issue. So every time finances is brought up, then you get mad. We talk about homosexuality. Some of y'all deal with that spirit. Every time the conversation get about that, you be mad. We talk about I mean, just different topics we go into. Because of your past or something that you done been through, you get mad about it. It's like, like, what you mad for? I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's funny, and then it's sad at the same time, to where Bishop going in about the women, and then you kind of like look over at the women's side, and the look at y'all faces is hilarious. We take pictures of y'all. We like, look at that sister back there. Look at her. Look at she pissed. She pissed. Look at her. She done rolled her eye into her esophagus. She did that. Yeah, some of y'all be looking mad. It happened on the men's side too. We talk about certain topics and stuff. You'll see a brother just looking down at his Bible the whole time. You like, whatever, but the women's side, sometimes y'all just be looking pissed off to the highest level of festivity. Y'all just be mad. And it's just like, let it go. Let it go. Right? At least any root of bitterness springing up trouble you. Remember I remember they said they had a sister that they said she talked too much or something happened. I can't remember, but she came to the school with a piece of tape on her mouth. Man, I wish I could have seen that. I wish somebody had a picture of it. I don't think nobody got a picture of it, but I'm sure somebody probably got a picture of it, but I ain't never seen it. Sister put tape on her mouth and showed up at the school like that. Like, you bitter when you do something like that. Read verse 15 one more time.
looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness spring up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled.
Now watch. Now this was showing what kind of spirit you in. Keep reading.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
You in the spirit of Esau. That's the spirit you got on you. You got Esau spirit on you. You got the spirit of Esau. You got the spirit of Cain on you. When you just bitter and you won't let stuff go to move forward and to build. Read.
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Don't be like Esau, and because of your bitterness, you won't find no place of repentance. Don't be like that. Don't have that spirit. Let stuff go. Let it go. And ain't that like one of them like songs from like what's the ice thing? I ain't never seen the movie. And like let it go, let it
Sing it.
go. Come on, somebody know. Somebody got kids and know what I'm talking about.
Nah, you sang it right. You gotta hit the note though, Judge. You gotta hit
I
the
ain't
note.
hitting no note. Is that true? That's a song. That's something like
It's
ice
from
That's
it's from
something.
fro it's
that's
from Frozen.
yeah, that's
Frozen. All
it.
right. Yeah. See, you got kids, sure enough. All praises. Because if you didn't have kids, I would call you gay. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, but you have a daughter. Wait a minute, how old is Frozen?
That's not relevant. Yeah, we can go ahead.
Because I don't think you. I think you didn't have a daughter at that time, sir.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna mess with salt and pepper on that one. But well, look, I know about it too, so I can't. Whatever. I just ain't know what it was from. I couldn't remember. I just remember people singing it. Yeah, you gotta let it go, let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. Let it go. Move forward. Move forward. Let it go. Because if you don't let it go, you ain't gonna make it into the kingdom. It is what it is. All right. Who we got next?
All praises. You
Show
got,
enough
I
was
think,
jamming to it, to Frozen soundtrack. He had the subs going on. What's the one about the door? Like you knocking on the door? I know I seen the video and they knocking on the door or trying to
I
get
don't,
in the door.
That
I
from
don't know about
Monsters
that
Inc.
one.
No, no, it's Frozen. It's
I don't know
Frozen.
about that one.
What's another Frozen popular song?
Kunta, what you got?
Hold up, I'm gonna look it up because everybody now they gonna act like they don't know what I'm talking about. It's a song that was real popular on Frozen. Frozen.
In
Oh,
the
building a
chat, they,
snowman.
yeah,
That's it. That's it. That's it. He in the car. Would you like to build a snowman? Bah, bah, bah. A snowman.
The old Chevy trunk rattling.
Bah.
Bah,
I like to
bah.
build a snowman. Bah, bah. Man, I miss my Impala, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had an 84 Impala, man. That thing, man, I had so much. I used to go to the mall and set off people alarms on purpose. I was stupid. I was a stupid kid. We just ride down the aisles and set alarms off. Think how stupid. Hey, look how stupid we was. I did stupid stuff back in the day. That was stupid.
ignorant.
Churlish. I wasn't breaking in houses though.
Cantankerous.
I did silly things that were stupid, but I ain't breaking nobody's house. So that's good, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Boss man tried to break in the house. He got stuck in the window.
Booze man. Oh my goodness, he got stuck in the window. Here he
Boost.
come.
He was boosting. Boost
He was
man.
he was breaking in the
Shalom.
house, got stuck in the
Dang.
window. Damn.
Damn. Hey, Zaya coming with the hate. Shalom, shalom, y'all. Most High Christ bless. Judge,
Oh,
ZB, showing up.
yo.
Zaya, Caleb.
Is ZB in the
Booze
room?
man.
ZB, you there? ZB, what up?
Yo, I'm setting up my rain camera, man. I'm not here.
Oh man, I saw some pictures of you,
They try to
ZB.
come through the window.
I saw some pictures of you, ZB.
Damn.
ZB. ZB. I saw some pictures of you. Don't
What'd you
worry.
say?
I saw some pictures of you, Z.
Man, it was AI is a mug, ain't it, man?
I,
Shit.
I ain't messing
AI.
with AI, sir.
Man, that AI, man.
Well, if it's
Don't know what's
AI,
real no more out here.
if it's AI, can I show it? Okay.
There you have it.
I was trying to figure out why I got Luffy D Monkey as my picture. I remember it. That lady last night that was going crazy. The old ex pastor. What she bitter. Like she is the example of what all bitter women, the pinnacle of bitter women was that lady last night. I can't remember her name. But she was super bitter. Like something happened to her, somebody hurt her. It was Jay. Yeah, I think it was Jay. She was super bitter. And like I think what it said, somebody trying to reach her. And I said, yeah, the only way you could reach her is with Luffy
that,
D Monkey hands.
that gum gum devil fruit. You got to shush
Gummo,
that arm
gummo,
out of
gummo, gummo.
it.
Gum, gum, gum. Phew. That's the only way you reaching her. She is gone. She is gone out the way. I need to finish it and watch it, but it's kind of stupid.
You know how many episodes
Way
is
too
in One
many.
Piece?
Way too many episodes.
Nah, I'm watching the
I don't like it, man. It's too it's just I don't know,
Oh
man. The
man.
they
characters
had
are
a
silly.
dude, they had a dude on the plane when I came back from Cali, was dressed just like this dude. Had the hat
Oh man.
on, the shirt, had the pants that kind of like the what they call them pants? It start with a K or something or a C. Capri. Had the capri pants on and the sandals. I mean, he was like dressed just like him. I said, bro, what the hell? You damn
What is
nerd.
the point of that show anyway? Like they on the sea on a ship? I don't understand it, man. I can't get past one episode.
Somebody who the
You
person
gotta
who
watch
had
it.
me watching it, he said that it's got a lot of aspects of the truth in it if you when you watch it with the certain people and stuff like that. I haven't got I have got to the part where I can where I get that, but it's just I don't know, man. You just kind of you
Hey,
just got to
I
be a
will.
nerd.
Too much.
You remember on I think it was a anime back in the day. I think it was Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Come on.
They somebody. I mean, I watched a season or something or some kind of thing where they got rid of all the filler episodes because it's like 1,000 filler episodes. Does this what's this stuff called? You watching, Jud? What's that called?
One
One
Piece.
Piece.
One Piece.
Does that have any where there's no filler shows? Like every show means
It's
something.
got a new one on Netflix. That's a different. It's kind of like an anime, but it's like I don't know what you would call it.
Live action.
Live action.
Okay, it's live action, and I guess that doesn't have filler.
So,
Not as
which
bad.
That ain't anime then. I don't want to watch that.
I,
Look,
I think
I never watch anime. It's weird.
I think there's a channel on YouTube that you can find that ZV because I know that's where I saw the DBZ ones, but
Uzziah said he think there's a channel on
He
YouTube that got it.
thinks,
I just don't
yeah.
know if there's one specifically for One Piece. That's all.
So I think
That
there's
guy
a
in Jud's
episode.
picture is dressed like a slave. I mean, he got that's a complete slave outfit right there.
Damn.
That's Luffy D Monkey, man.
And then they call him Monkey Man. Oh damn,
Oh
His name
no,
is
damn.
Monkey D. Luffy. Hey,
Yeah,
shit.
I thought it was Lucky D Monkey. I could be wrong.
Hell, Dragon Ball Z got a slave in there too. So what y'all talking about?
Yeah, it's a
A whole
whole
nation.
people that's like slaves in on this movie, and they trying to some way get liberated. It's kind of I don't know. I'm not gonna watch any more of it because it's stupid.
Yeah, there's a whole planet of great apes ruled over by Frieza. He always call them monkeys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Except for Mr.
I went
Popo.
back. I'm watching The Wire again.
Oh yeah.
Shalom, sir. I'm sorry. Can I just cut in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, I just wanted to tell you, my Lord loves this anime, and dude's name literally is Monkey D. Luffy, and he has me. I watch it with him. You know, at first I couldn't stand the show either, but it is an anime, and the guy, what he is he wants to be the king of the pirates. Please don't laugh at me because I literally know everything about this show now because of my Lord. So, so yes, sir. Um, I don't know about it being kind of spiritual as far as like putting some of the truth in it or anything like that, but it is. I will say it's kind of nice because at first I couldn't stand it, but it's like it's kind of funny sometimes. You know, he helps out different people when they get into trouble and whatnot, and like with one episode it was a guy who was locked up with these different witches and stuff like that. And he told the witch that all of that stuff was wrong, you know, stuff like that. And he got the girl away from there or whatever and took off. You know, he has this thing where his arm reaches all the way across the room and all kind of things like that. It's really if you want to have fun or if you like just want a good laugh, it's a really nice show to sit up and laugh at.
Hey, Sister Abigail. So is that scar of the cross on that scar, that X on his chest from them ripping off his the taco meat that he had on there, or like what? He got burnt.
I don't.
Yeah, you let brothers tell it, man. It's a spiritual meaning of everything. Y'all gotta go back and watch Street Sharks and catch the spiritual meaning of it. See,
Hey, he was
Y'all
explaining it
missed
to me.
y'all missed out.
Maybe the women can't don't see the spiritual part of it.
See, it's the way the shorts swim within the concrete of the street. You know, that represents Israel overcoming hard times.
Hey,
You know?
the thing they give me when people be like, "You don't see the chariot," I'm like, "No, it's a chariot's up there." I'm like, "No, it's not a chariot." Yes, it is. See how it's moving? Yeah, because we're on a ship and the
Right.
waves are moving. That's why that's not a chariot. Yes, it is. No, it's not. They be outside. I remember that we on the what you call, and they out there standing out there just staring at these lights. They've been staring at it for hours. They're like, it's moving, it's following us. I'm like, no, it is not. It's not a chariot. Stop.
You just got to squint your eyes. Yeah, you got to believe. You got to squint your eyes and believe. And let's not forget about, the spiritual meaning of SWAT cats,
What the hell
Southern
is
and Northern
SWAT
Kingdom.
cats?
Yeah, see, you got to get up on these wormholes, Jud.
And I'm good.
Yeah, Don't Be a Menace had spiritual meanings in it too. By drinking your juice in the hood. It's a lot of spiritual meaning in that, y'all. Let's watch it. It's heavy. And Into the Dragon, show enough. Show enough's character represented Israel fighting Bruce Lee, which was our people that's cooning out for the other nations. It's a deep meaning in there.
Yep, and really, Bruce Leroy was actually the villain because he's an Edomite. Uh, and they try to frame it in such a way to make it seem as though he was a good guy. Well, you look at it, that character, he is Edomite. So, Shonuff was right the whole time.
And then also when he got that glow, that's going into being the light of the world. It's a deep. That thing is heavy.
Well, it goes to have been a light bearer. He was actually Lucifer. You know what I mean? He was a false image because he transformed himself as an angel of light. But you gotta look at the lineages. That boy's an Edomite.
All right, all right. So the topic is back to the basics. How do we fix black women reputation? All right. Sister Abigail, I know you came in to speak on One Piece, but what you got on this One Piece topic? How can
Well,
we
sir.
fix our sister's reputation?
Well, sir, the only thing I could think of, because just speaking from my own point of view, would be to go back to the Lord, because that was the only thing that was able to fix me. Um, I had lots of things wrong with me, and the only thing, all praises to the Most High, that was able to help me was my Bible, was the Lord. So, I mean, that's the only way I feel like that they can help their reputations. Learning the back to the basics, like Mama Shamara would say, learning Titus 2, learning
Oh yeah, you
Sirach.
know what? I'm gonna say something too. If y'all on here listening to us, why is the Titus 2 on? As sisters, y'all out the spirit. I'm just gonna be real with you. When Titus 2 on and y'all on here listening to us, y'all sisters out the spirit. I'm like, I mean, I know some sisters ain't in the body. If you ain't in the body, well, hey, look, it is what it is. You don't get to see it. But if you in the body and the Titus 2's on, and y'all not listening to the Titus 2's, y'all on here listening to us, y'all the spirit. That's all I'm saying. Y'all the spirit. Because they be having some good stuff on. I think they did one last night, and
Yes, sir.
they did one last night. It had Mother Shamara was on there. Oh man, Sister
Sister Bayla.
Susanna. Man, hold on. Let me try and go down the line. Mother. Oh man, it was A1 wife on there. What A1 wife on there? Why I can't think of
Yes,
her
yes,
name.
sir. Mama
What's it?
Naama.
Mama Naoma. Yes, yes, yes. I know it was Sister Susanna. Sister Bayla. It was my rib. It was Sister. Man,
Yes, sir. Brother Judd, I love your wife. She is so sweet.
y'all don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Nah, I love my wife. Uh, like Benjamin, me love me wife. But yeah, but they be talking about some good stuff, you know. I sometimes, a lot of times I'll be helping her set up, the lights and stuff, so so it won't look crazy. And just listening to what they be going over, it's stuff that the sisters really need to hear. That above what's going on Biblical Smoke, y'all need to make sure and upload God laws when them Titus twos on. Y'all need to be in there taking notes and listening. Thing is that some women don't like listening to women, and that's a big problem because those women got experiences and they see stuff the way y'all see it. They, as men, we don't. I ain't never been a woman, so I'm gonna say stuff I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I have no idea. So a lot of the stuff we say, it's gonna come from a perspective that may not be easy for a woman to, you know, digest, which it is what it is, whatever. It's from the Bible. The Bible say this, that's what you should do. But hearing it from sisters that's letting you know that, hey, look, I know it don't seem fair, but this is what it is. This is what you got to do, blah, 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 so on and so on. Y'all should be able to take that. So it is what it is. And y'all sisters that don't congregate and, you miss a great aspect of this truth. Is listening to the sisters, the mothers, the sisters, the bishop wives, deacon wives, captain's wives that put in great works. That's got a lot of experience in this truth. And then sometimes it's not just them. They let other sisters get on with certain expertise in different topics to go over stuff that's very essential for the growth of you sisters in this truth. So you make sure on them days that it's less sisters in here and y'all on that Titus 2 paying attention and listening, because a lot of times y'all sisters be getting upset or complaining about something or have questions about something, and the sisters done did a whole Titus 2 in depth about that topic, and y'all miss out on it. So make sure y'all listen, y'all on the Titus 2s and the DOS meetings too. Daughters of Sarah meetings, Titus 2, and whatever else y'all they call them, and the acronyms. Hopefully y'all sisters that can do it, y'all in the ladies in waiting program. Some of y'all out the spirit and y'all just waiting, so y'all can y'all waiting. Y'all waiting until y'all get to the age where y'all don't have to do ladies in waiting, so y'all can just bypass it. Or now some of y'all don't want to lose weight, so y'all like, I'm not doing that. I ain't trying to lose weight. So, but go do the laser weighting program. They do there's a lot of stuff in there that is very beneficial to sisters. Um, you know, do the program.
Yes,
Do
sir.
all the programs.
That program I went through, the Ladies in Waiting's program. That was a great program. Um,
I thought
I
you was
helped.
married.
I am, but that was I went through that anyway. That was
Oh,
like
at the
the
beginning
very
they
first
did
year.
allow married women to be in it. And then y'all start
Yes.
causing trouble.
No, I don't know about that part.
Maybe not you, but some of y'all, they was troublemakers. They was like, nah, y'all married already. We
Yes,
need
sir.
y'all in here.
But yes, that was a great program. I learned a lot out of that program. Um, I help out with the YDOS program. So, yes, I learned a lot. But as I was saying before, um, the um, the sisters, the women, I honestly don't know what can help them other than the Bible, and listening to you guys, even though I know it
Ike
gets
Turner.
harder.
Ike Turner and Joe Jackson. If you don't want the
Sir,
Bible, you must want I Turn and Joe Jackson
sir, please
or,
don't make me laugh.
or Chris Brown. Now I ain't gonna put Chris Brown in that because I still think I ain't gonna say I think he was right, but I think more to that story than we being told. That's just my thoughts. But
Hey, but Joe Jackson, he beat the kids. I don't think he beat his wife, huh?
Yes,
I'm
he
sure he
did.
beat his wife. If he beat them kids, he beat his wife.
Yes, he did, and he
Damn.
Nah,
cheated
man, don't
on her.
put that evil on
nah,
Joe Jackson, man.
Joe Jackson. If he beat them kids,
Don't
he hit
put
his
that
wife.
evil on Joe. He got them
But
out the hood.
he got him out the hood, all right.
Yeah, he got him out the hood all right. He also
And they all
cheated on his
jacked
wife.
up. They all cut their faces up and cut their noses off and jumped in a vat of
That's
bleach.
cause hey, that's cause they was around white people.
Yeah, okay. I grew up around white people too. I still got a bell pepper nose.
They grew up around rich white people.
That's a big difference, man. Don't put that evil on Joe Jackson, man.
I
Keep
don't know,
disciplining them
man.
kids.
All them kids jacked up. Hey, same thing with Serena Williams and her sister. Like they had a dad that went in and did all kinds of
Nah, they
stuff,
some
but
niggas. Them two just some
but
niggas.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It seems like it's something that go there having that parent that's like, do this. You must do this to get out of the hood. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. And they're like, I don't like black men.
The
It's the
crazy
same
thing
thing
is, it
about this.
worked.
It's the same thing. Black men that have mothers that have pushed them to the limit, they don't like black women afterwards.
They weak, Judge. They weak. It's a generation. They
Come
weak.
on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Cap. Help me,
They'd do
help.
that back in the day, man. 50, 60, they'd do that. They weak now, man.
Yeah,
Scriptures say they weaker than the ones before.
the scripture does say that, so I agree. But I think he beat his wife. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah, you better say allegedly. You know, this shit, it'll get back to them. They'll send a damn letter to you, though. Them Jacksons
Hey,
don't play.
he can't sue me. I ain't got no money. He can have
She'll,
all
she'll
five
take it.
dollars in my
She'll
bank
take your
account.
clubhouse name from you.
Damn. Then they'll sell it. They're like, you know how
Right.
much this name is worth? How much? It's $1 million. What? $1 million? I wish somebody would come to me talking about something. They want $1 million for my clubhouse name. I'll take it in cash, a cashier's check today. Where you want to meet at? I'm in Bangladesh. I'm on my way.
Hey, the mama's still alive. I just seen a picture with
I bet you look
all of the
happy now.
Jacksons from Jafar Jackson. They took a whole family photo. The mama's still alive.
I bet you look happy now.
She look rich.
Yes, sir. She's still alive. And like two of the
Hey,
sisters.
we need, be honest, you gotta be honest, sister. We need some Joe Jacksons nowadays. Y'all can't don't act like we don't need no Joe Jacksons. We y'all see these kid teen takeovers destroying. We need some Joe Jacksons to whoop some kids' ass.
We need Joe Jackson maybe 75% off.
I take
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. What we need
Just
is
maybe 75% off. I think maybe.
We
I
wouldn't
don't
pay
we
full
know.
need
price for Joe Jackson.
Who knows?
All right now.
Who knows how true the stories are? So if I take everything based off the movie, he can dial it down like 25% and we'll be good. Now if the movie fake and it didn't go down like that, whatever. I can only go off the movie. And not the new movie either. I didn't watch that. Come on,
How
the
about the
old movie.
You
American
ain't watched
Dream?
the new movie, John?
No, I ain't watch it.
Oh man.
I
I ain't
can't
seen
watch
Take
it
your
some
either.
wife, Judd.
certain stuff
Take
I
your
can't
wife.
watch. Nah, she don't want to see that garbage.
Nah, man, that is good, man. It's about to hit a
Certain stuff
billion dollars.
I can't watch it. I can't watch stuff when they you know what I'm saying? I can't do it sometimes because it's gonna make me
Oh man,
mad.
I'm telling you, Judd, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, you're gonna be tapping your foot. You're gonna be like, oh man, is that Michael?
And they need to do one for Prince, man. Forget Mike.
That would be a good one.
Hey, we want to see
Nah,
Prince.
nah, I don't want to see Prince. Prince had his ass cheeks out. I ain't trying to see that. You go watch that, Judge. You can go watch that one, Judge.
Prince, baby. I'm a Prince fan. If I had to listen to one for the rest of my life, it wouldn't be Michael Jackson. It'd be Prince.
Nah, Prince ain't got as many hits as Michael.
Well, I mean,
That's right.
I listen. I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm just telling you what I would want to listen to.
He had Purple Rain on repeat.
Shoot, man,
Why
he
Do
got all
Doves
kinds of
Cry?
songs. Allure, um, Raspberry Beret, Thieves in the Temple.
Yeah.
Look, man, love come quick, love
Hey, they ought
come
to
in a
have Prince and
hurry.
Michael Jackson create the holograms and have them doing verses.
Bro,
That'll make some money.
they
Yeah,
was
I don't
actually
want him to
beefing
do
with
a
each other
verses
though.
though.
Sir ZB, I believe you said we need some
Joe
Joe.
Jackson's.
We need some
Yeah.
Joe
Well,
Jacksons out
what
here
I
with these kids today.
what I believe is we need some James from Good Times.
Yeah, you can throw him out there. He just,
Yeah,
yeah. See, James probably did what Joe did. That was just on TV. You couldn't see it. He's probably whooping JJ's ass.
exactly, exactly, and that's what we need, James, because he didn't play. All of his kids were scared of him.
I think Joe might have it better because I seen Michael say in the interview that it was sometimes he was so scared of Joe that when Joe would come over there, he would just get sick because he would get scared. He didn't know he was about to get his ass whooped.
Damn.
Bruh,
I
he
didn't
was
know it was
so
that
he was
bad.
getting
I didn't know
abused
it was
so
that
much.
bad. All right, Judge, you
He
right.
got abused so
75%.
much. He had his best friend was a rat. Come on, man. That's some trauma
Yeah.
right there, man. His
Damn.
best friend was a rat named Ben.
It's probably pretty traumatic. And then on top of that, in the American Dream, when Joe used to say things like "I'm gonna whip you good," I ain't never heard him say.
I'm gonna whoop you good.
He said, "Hey, Michael, Marlon, get over here, and get that switch. I'm gonna whip you good." I said, "God damn, that's a new type of abuse, boy. Gonna whip you good."
I'm gonna whip you good. But yeah, we never
Man,
know what happened. You know, you can't have another Michael Jackson and stuff like that no more because of social media. Nothing like
oh
that would
yeah,
be able to develop. You couldn't. You would know so much about people's lives that they couldn't be. You couldn't. They
Yeah.
couldn't be famous. You know.
Yeah.
yeah, because the Edomites don't believe that you should whoop your children anymore. The what they believe is in
And why?
timeout.
Why people whoop their kids? It's them liberals. I ain't gonna put that on all white people. I'm gonna put that on liberals. Liberals don't believe you should whip your kids. White people whip their damn kids. They torture their kids.
Well, I don't know if I've ever seen a white person whoop their children.
White people whip their kids. Don't get them twisted.
I don't want no child raising advice from a nation of people who lead in school shootouts and killing their own parents. Hey, y'all know, y'all heard, because based off the topic, y'all heard of that, y'all seen that video that it went a little viral. A sister was having a gender reveal, and she was waiting till her followers got up, and when she opened it up, it was some Plan B pills, and abortion pills, and
Damn.
she was turning up to aborting the baby. Y'all ain't
Look,
see that?
nah, I ain't see that. That's crazy. Find it so I can do a TikTok on it. But nah, the country white people, they whip the hell out of their kids. They torture them. They make them. They make them run up and down the street. They do crazy stuff to their kids. They treat their kids. They do their kids like we do our kids. Probably worse.
Mhm.
But them liberals though, them tree huggers,
Hey,
Maybe
Judd, I don't
because
I don't want no advice on how to raise my kid from a nation of people that treat their kids like Yorkies and put leashes on them.
I'll tell you what though, they sure got us acting right.
maybe because I never
We hate
grew up.
everybody else but them.
Bam!
Maybe because I never grew up around white people.
White people with their kids, when they do it though, it's the same thing. Like you got a group of loud white kids, we don't look at it like it's nothing. It's not bad. A group of loud black kids, it's like ghetto. Look at them. Once they go somewhere, they embarrass us. White people ain't embarrassed by loud white kids, and nobody is. We don't see it the same way. We just see some kids having fun.
Mm. Well, um, excuse me, sir. I have to leave now because I have to go read my 4 chapters with uh my
Okay,
family.
all praises.
Okay, so but I will be back. Thank you, sirs. Please, all praises, and I will continue to pray for everybody and all of your families. And uh, I pray for y'all's safe return every day because I know y'all have it. It gets harder every day dealing with, especially our nation.
All right, all praises, sis. My wife.
Okay, shalom.
All right, we got Andrea. Is that how you say it? Andrea? Is that how you say it, sis? Did we get Myra or Aura? Princess? Shalom, shalom. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I get you.
Sister Myra.
I already spoke earlier.
Sister, how you say it? Did I say it right? Is it Andre?
I'm gonna start that other room. All right.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
is it up? It's up already. Somebody puts it's up. Let me check. Yep, it's up, man. Let's Matthew 26 and then go to UGL.
Yes, sir. I post a. Did they post the link in the group? Oh,
I,
let me
I'll
see.
I'll do it at the top here.
All right, all praise. All right, reader.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there also this that this woman had done be told for memorial of her.
So everywhere we teach this gospel, we give this memorial what the sister did for Christ in preparation for his death. All right, we're about to shut this room down, and everybody's gonna be moving over to the UGL, which is the link above. If you want to reach out and find out more information, or if you want to find a location nearest you, you can reach us at email at biblicalsmoke@gmail.com. That's biblicalsmoke@gmail.com. All right. So, like I said, if you look right above our heads, that's the link. You click on it, it will take you right to the next room where we'll be continuing on with a different topic. All right. Give everybody a minute. Click on the link. Click on the link. That email again is biblicalsmoke@gmail.com. All right. Switching over to the next room at UGL. Y'all click on the link right above our heads. Give it about 10 more seconds and we're about to shut this room down. Appreciate you, Ancient, for posting the email in the chat. All right, brothers and sisters, Lords, we'll see y'all in the next room. Shalom. Messiah Christ bless.